Hey, Danielle here, and in this episode of Why KWRCD, we are joined with Sidi, a newer agent here at our brokerage. So tell us a little bit about how you found yourself in real estate.
I'm gonna go way back in the beginning. I went into a law, worked at a law firm, but due to COVID, they had to lay me off. So during that span, during COVID, decided to get my master's. That's when I met my wife. She was honestly into real estate because she was watching those home repair videos on the HGTV. So it's I would say my first glimpse of real estate was really through her. Well, we would a little thing we like to call it house surfing. So basically, we will go to every single neighborhood that we could find on our dates, just anything random. It would be whether it's in Philly or if it was in Delaware, just going to different neighborhoods and then just seeing the architecture and the design of the house, the exterior, inspired me. This is something that I could do. So then in 2024, that's when I decided to purchase the course, the pre-licensing course. And it took a minute. I'm not gonna lie, it took a minute, but again,
Sometimes
like I said,
it does.
exactly, it's a marathon, not a sprint. But then eventually was able to pass the exams December 2025, and then got my license in January 2026. I'm still brand new, but just grateful that I chose this career path while also balancing two other jobs. But it's possible.
Yes, it is possible. And so I hear that we can thank your beautiful wife for you being here with us today. How along the way did you land at Keller Realty?
During the time when I was doing the course on the CA shop, of course, a lot of brokerages were reaching out to me, but then it was this woman called Danielle Smith who reached out to me. I always remember with a lasting impact is when you sent me just the thank you letters, thank me for coming to career nights or to any of the events or even our first meeting. I don't know, it's just something that has always stuck with me, and it till this day I still have those cards posted on top of the bookcases and stuff like that. But just taking the time out of your day to send me the postcard, it has stuck with me, and I just hope to emulate that into my business. Just that's little small things that make a big impact.
I'm glad that you felt that it was a personal connection here at our office, and you are very plugged into what we've got going on in our office. How has Keller Williams or even real estate impacted your life?
They're doing PC coaching that's offered by Sammy Maxwell. I feel her and her and Kiana this really make the transition very I guess less intimidating, if that makes sense. Even inviting vendors to some of the events, I just feel it's you guys Keller Williams, especially in Central Delaware, we're part of yourself in nurturing that growth amongst new agents to help them thrive and succeed, really invest in their business. And that's something that I really admire and really respect a lot. Go to the events, or especially taking advantage of the success time slot. Always going to Sarah, Megan to you to see if there's any other success time slots available. But it's coming. I'm gonna keep on signing up many success time. Honestly, this is a class you guys offer, and and in fact doing success time, that's really, I love it.
If there is an agent or soon to be newly licensed agent, what piece of advice would you give to that individual?
In this business in real estate, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint as a new agent, but just honestly just remember the goal of why you're doing it, to really put in that work, making that call to, I guess, the person you haven't reached out in a while, or doing a little bit of marketing, just doing those little steps eventually will make bigger impact. And again, I talk to myself just don't give up, just keep pushing. I know it's gonna get hard, but just keep pushing.
It's great advice.
Thank you.
Little things lead to the big things.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then don't give up.
Yeah.
Remember why you're doing it.
Exactly.
That's great. Well, you've been a wonderful addition to our team here, Sidi, and I am so grateful that you were willing to chat with us today.
Of course. Thank you for the opportunity, Danielle. Thank you.